Hello, sixth grade. This is Mr. Matt, and you're hearing me through a recording because I am going to be on the eighth grade overnight trip. But I didn't want you guys to fall very far behind, so I decided to uh, teach you this way. So, the learning objective for today is to identify what makes a mineral. So, I'd like everybody to copy that down. And then here is our OA. Item A on the left is a rock. Item B on the right are the bones of a dead deer. So my first question for you is, which of the two items are matter? So is item A matter? Is item B matter? Are they both matter? The second question is, which of the two items is made of cells? Is it A or B or both? Third question, which of the two items is made up of atoms? A, B, or both? Fourth question, which of the two items is made up of elements? Item A, item B, or both? And the last question, which of the two items is organic and which is inorganic? I see here that I spelled inorganic wrong. I will fix that. So I want the sub to pause the recording now, give the kids a few minutes to talk this out, and we'll go over it in about 2 minutes. All right. So matter is anything that takes up space and has mass. So both the rock and the bones are matter. Anything physical is matter. So both of these things are physical, they're both matter. Now only the bones are made of cells because they are the remains of a living thing. All living things are made of cells. The rock on the left is not made out of cells. However, both of these items are made up of chemical elements, which are made up of atoms. So they're both made of atoms, they're both made of chemicals. There can be organic and inorganic compounds and chemicals. Organic is the science way of referring to living things. Non-living things are referred to as inorganic. And now, even though these bones are from a dead animal, it was once alive, they're still considered organic. They're made of cells. So, I bring this up because we're starting our study of geology today, and geology is the study of inorganic materials. And the two main materials we're going to be studying are rocks and minerals. Now, first comes minerals, and then comes rocks. So our baseline, our starting point is to study minerals. And mineralogy is a particular branch of earth science that studies minerals. So please copy this down in your notebooks. What is a mineral? So a mineral has to follow these rules. It has to be naturally occurring. That means that it shows up in nature. Inorganic, as we said in the OA, it's not alive. It's not made out of cells. It is made out of molecules and atoms and elements and compounds, but not made of cells, not living. And it needs to be solid. Phase of matter must be solid. It also must have a definite crystal structure. This means that the atoms which make it up must be organized in a predictable way. There are some things, and we'll see, the internal structure of them, the atoms which make them up, are not organized in a crystal structure in an organized way, and so we technically wouldn't consider them minerals. So if you don't follow all the rules, if you follow some of the rules but not all of them, what do? Well, there are objects in nature which follow some of the mineral rules but not all of them. Take the deer bones from the start of the lesson. Are they solid? Yes, check. Are they naturally occurring? Yes, check. Are they inorganic? No, they don't get a check there. They are organic. They're made of cells. So, if you don't meet one of these rules, you are called a mineraloid. If you do some of the things which make you a mineral, but not all of the things, we can't call you a mineral. We call you a mineraloid. And to help you learn this activity, to help you learn this concept, we have this activity for you. So you and your table mates are the bouncers for a club. And if you don't know what a bouncer is usually a strong, tough-looking guy like in this picture who stands outside of a club, and he only lets certain people into the club. Some clubs are very fancy, very prestigious, and they don't want riffraff coming in. They want only the best of the best. So we're pretending that there's a club out there. It's called Club Mineral. It's such a cool, great club. Everybody wants to get in. It's amazing, but there's a problem. You can only get into this club if you are a mineral. Lots of things are going to show up to try to get into the club, and you got to be the bouncer. You and the people at your table are going to look at the list of guests who are going to show up, and you have to try to figure out, do you let them in the club or do you not let them in the club, following the rule that only minerals are allowed in the club. So we're going to have the substitute pass out the sheets to you now, and you are going to do this activity in table groups, and we'll give you, about 10, 15 minutes to do this, and then we'll stop at the end and we'll share out. We'll go from guest to guest, randomly call on students and say, did you let them in the club or not? And you'll see you have a graphic organizer, which makes you think about, why did you let them in or not.